Hello, everyone. It's Dawn Gage, and I just wanted to take a few minutes to talk to you about using Jamboard in Canvas with your students. So, if you've not used Jamboard very often, it's pretty much like Padlet, in which students can go in and add sticky notes to a board. But it does have a lot of versatility. Students can go in and make their own Jamboards. They can collaborate with their partners. And of course, then as an entire class, using a Jamboard that you have posted out on Canvas for them to, as an exit ticket or a check-in for the day, or just a small something for class that you want them to work on. So we're going to look at some of the things that students can do with Jamboard and things that you can do with it in Canvas. So first of all, to get into Jamboard, if you've not gone in there and done anything with it before, under your Google Drive, if you click on New, you can get to Jamboard very easily by coming down to More, and then you'll see a little orange square down here. This is Google Jamboard. When you click on it, it'll come up blank, and it's pretty plain. There are backgrounds that you can choose to add to it to change some of the colors, or you can come over here to add an image that you've uploaded from somewhere, put in for your camera, Google Image Search, Google Drive, so on. So as they go through and they use this, students can go and create or write, draw, use sticky notes in multiple colors, however they choose. They can also add images from Google, and they can upload it from their computer, from their drive, and do an image search or use their camera. They can add circles, and they can use text boxes. So as they add text boxes in here, you'll notice that the menu up here changes a little bit so that it changes the style, the color that they can use in text, and then, of course, the alignment as well. With your pen, it's pretty much just like a normal pen that they write with, and that they can go in and erase just as well. At the top up here, you will see that there are frames, and this is the frame bar. And with the frame bar, you can see how many jams you've got on this board. So this one so far just has one. If to add one, students can either click on here and click a plus sign to add one right behind it, or they can simply click the arrows to add one behind or add one before, and to go back and forth. If they decide they don't want one, if they click the three dots up here, they can click either duplicate or delete. And so those are just some of the things that they can do on their Jamboards. Now, so I had some students last week do some research on Sam Houston, and some of them chose to use Jamboard in order to create their presentations. So a couple of them went through and they used a little bit of background color. They used the text box. This one chose that they wanted to mostly use sticky notes in order to put information on here and choose different colors. And so they went through and they used the different colors. They used the text box in order to put captions with the pictures and so on. Another student decided to mainly just use text boxes and photographs. So, and then, of course, chose different colors to use as backgrounds as they worked on it. So the students learn pretty quickly. So you'll start finding them going in and doing all kinds of things when they use this for creation on any kind of projects. This is like the second time that I've had my students create a project using this. Earlier in the year, we did one on Native Americans in which they created a Jamboard about different tribes that we were studying in Texas history. So, and they really enjoyed doing those. So in order to assign something, now I have something here, a picture of the day. And so this is something that I can have my students do as a warm up when we first come in, where they make their observations and each of the kids put sticky notes on here and inferences. So this is something that I would do that I could do for a whole class, or I could assign it individually and have the students do it individually. So I have an assignment pulled up here for picture of the day. So if I wanted it to have the students do this individually, I would come down here, assign it under external tool, use the Google Assignments LTI, and then simply go and pull it up from my drive and find the assignment. So if I go into I have some templates here. And you'll notice it says right here, each student will get a copy. So in this case, each student gets a copy of the Jamboard. And then when they complete it, then they can simply turn around and turn it in just like they do all the rest of them. Now, were I to choose instead that I want the whole class to work on it, I could simply insert it up here using this Google Drive button. I can go in and change and pick the same slide. Attach it, and then I have it here on this page. Now, if I save this, when they click on it, you'll see it's right here on this page. And of course, it'll expand and get smaller and so on that page up there. But I can have them pop it out. We can open it with Google Jamboard. And then all the students can go in and add sticky notes as they go. So this is a way that you can send it out there so that maybe they can all collaborate at once. So again, there are lots of different things you can do with this. This one, I created a template for the background on here. And then so that the students can't move the information around, and all they can do is add the sticky notes to it. So it's really easy to do that. If you want, this one is a plot map one. I've already got a photo down here. When you hit select background, you can upload. So if I upload a photo right here, then it will create a background here that my students can go in and then just create and use sticky notes to go in and make a plot map for a story. And then all I have to do is go in and assign it in my Canvas. Now, again, the one thing that I had trouble with on this is when I assigned for my students to do their Sam Houston projects, I went in and told them to submit it as an assignment. The problem that with this on Jamboard, those that did slides didn't have any problem turning it in. But those that were doing a Jamboard are not able to do the submission the same way as everyone else. So the problem that we had there is when we attempted to do a submission for students to submit assignment, for some reason, Jamboard does not talk to it. So you can find it and the file is there, but whenever they try to upload it, it does not upload. So the only drawback to them doing it this way is for you just have to have the students go in and click the share button and then share the assignment with you. So other than that, I enjoy using Jamboard a lot. It is fun for the students to use. They love going in and doing the sticky notes and putting things up there. And like I said, it's a great free alternative to using Padlet all the time. And this is something that your students can go in and they can make all sorts of things with their Jamboards for assignments for you in class. So I hope you give it a try. And until next time, thanks for listening.